What's going on? What you're about to learn today is how you can get an additional 25 bookings for your venue without hiring another expensive marketing and paying a monthly retainer, whether that retainer be $3,000 to $5,000 per month or what right now. So what you got to understand is that that's actually what venues are paying. That's what I want you to understand. Venues are out here paying $3,000 to $5,000 a month to marketing agencies. Now, Jarrell, I thought you had a marketing agency, right? So why would you want us to stop paying marketing agencies? Now, the difference between me and the others out there is that we don't charge that. Our rates start at about $500 per month to about $2,000 per month. It depends on the services that we offer. Now, again, what I'm going to show you is that how you don't need a marketing agency at all, whether it's mine, someone else's, like you don't have to do that at all. And you don't have to worry about those. I like to call them, the cheesy guarantees. Now we don't necessarily do those things like where you'll see the guarantees where it's like, or you don't pay. Now, here's the thing with a guarantee. A guarantee is just a promise where something that is certain, or if you have certainty, that is something that is true. Now, I don't know about you, but I would rather something that is actually true versus a promise because people can go back on their promises all the time. Whereas something that is true, something that you know to be true, that's what it is. That's it. So I want things that are certain in life. I want to be certain about the things that I jump into. So what you'll leave with today is the actual vehicle that is going to be that driving force behind you getting those additional bookings that you want to get. Now, those 25 bookings, they can come in the same month. They can come, 15 in one month, 10 in another month. But what you want to learn is that simply how do you get these additional bookings and how you can rinse and repeat this process so you're not scrambling each and every month like a lot of people are doing at this point in stage in their venue career to get bookings. Okay, so a vehicle gets you to where you're going. Would you agree? Now, because of that, the reason that you actually buy the vehicle though is the features and the benefits that the vehicle has, right? With that being said, to get you those extra 25 bookings, one of the first features or benefits that features that you want to have in your vehicle that's going to get you to the 25 bookings is you want to have like a system for posting on social media consistently. Now, the one or two random posts whenever you get a party, that's just not going to cut it. So, what we see that works, like as a marketing agency, and what I've seen that works over the years, right? Whether it's been me coaching people or whether it's been my marketing agency or whether I've experienced it individually, is consistently posting on social media. Now, honestly, it can be a headache because you're not in this business to become like a content creator where you're going to be posting every single day and you got to worry about what to post. You got to worry about these fancy edits. Like that's not who you are. You're a venue owner. Whether you have your venue yet or whether you're about to get it, you are a venue owner. That's it, right? So in that, I personally don't agree with the fact that a lot of people say, well, you start a business, you have to become a content creator. That is not true to the definition of what a content creator actually is, because that can in itself be its own business model. Do you have to be a person that creates content? Yes. Okay. So that's the first part of the feature that's the first feature that you want in the vehicle that's going to get you to where you're going, which is the 25 additional bookings. The next thing is going to be in your follow-up. So now, what are you doing right now to follow up? And if you don't got a piece of paper or something in front of you to take the notes on it, like just type it out, like list out what you're doing right now to follow up with people and how often you're following up. That is really the key. So it works best when it's consistent and it's actually structured. And so what we use for our clients to follow up is we do a lot of emails and text message marketing. And I'm not talking like the random messages that people send and stuff like that. Like I'm talking about like consistent. Like they're gonna get something on a Monday, they're gonna get something again on a Wednesday, they're gonna get something again on Friday or a Sunday, just for an example. But we're not talking about the random messages of your random promos because would you want to buy something from someone that's always hitting your inbox with buy this, buy this, buy this? Or would you want to buy something from somebody that does a mixture of things, like maybe they're giving you value, they're giving you value, they're also, teaching you about, how they're so that person is giving you value, they're teaching you about what events, what is the particular event that would you want to buy something from someone that is giving you value and showing you and teaching you about how to properly plan out your wedding, giving you tips on it, how to properly plan out your birthday party in 2024 or 2025 or 2026, how to actually find, the proper vendors for the event, how to have a great event on a budget. When you send out emails and texts that actually have like real life content behind them and that actually solve issues, these are the things that your clients are thinking about when they are about to book you. The reason why you may not have been booked in the past is because they don't see the value. You haven't shown them that you're an expert. People typically buy from experts. Wouldn't you agree? How often have you bought something, or haven't you bought something because you didn't? Again, it goes back to the thing of a guarantee versus certainty. An expert typically is going to be that person that gives you the certainty and lets you know, like, this is true, this is not. Whereas the guarantees is going to be, it's a lot of promises. And how can you let someone promise you something and you don't know them? So when I see, and it's not just with marketing agencies, but when I see people in general with these promises, and I'm like, well, I don't know you, and you don't know whether or not I'm going to actually fulfill my end of the bargain. So how can you promise me something? Because in most cases, where people lack at, when it comes to the follow-up process, is that they don't do the actual thing of the follow-up. So the traditional way what a marketing agency would do, a marketing agency might do this, is they may consult this person and tell them, like, hey, you need to send these emails, you need to do this. But if it's already set up on autopilot, then it takes the weight off of your shoulders. And now while you're at work, you're not worrying about trying to respond to messages. When you're out to dinner with your family, or you spend quality time and you rest and you just got home, you're not worrying about, oh man, somebody's messaging me about the venue. Because the reality is this: a ton of venue owners, and this may be you, but when I started, I had just quit my job. So I was stepping into it, right? But with you right now, you may not have quit your job. You may still be working your job. And you're thinking, well, how am I going to balance all of this? It's a struggle. How do I do it? How do I balance it? How do I keep it up without feeling burnt out? And the key here is that you have a system in place, you have a vehicle in place to get you to where you're going, and it does this automatically. Like imagine if you had a car that drove you to the grocery store, drove you to the shoe store, drove you to the shopping center, drove you to your venue automatically, and you didn't have to do anything. It knew exactly what to do, when to do it, when to stop, when to blow the horn, it did everything for you. So it takes the weight off of your shoulders. So, and that's what following up, but with automations and workflows, that's what that does. It takes the weight off your shoulders. So during the week, when people are messaging you about the venue, you're not getting back to them in 24 to 48 hours. Because I've had people actually ask me, well, Jarrell, I audit their venue, and I do venue audits. And they say, well, why am I not getting bookings? And so I do an audit, and then I ask them that one simple question: well, how quickly are you getting back to people? And then it's like, well, I'm not getting back to people for about 24 to 48 hours. Now, here's the thing: the venue space, in my personal opinion, is not oversaturated. The difference is about the attention. The reason that some venues excel, right, and they're already getting these additional 25 bookings, or they're making 20 to 50K per month. And the venues that I've worked with, they make, the 10, 15, 20, 50K months and beyond, is because they're doing all the steps. They're doing the follow-ups, they're doing the emails, they're doing the text messages, they're doing the advertising, right? They're doing all the things, but they're doing them consistently. And they're beating out people by actually doing them in under 24 hours. They're doing them, within an hour, within 2 hours. Because if you wait for 24 hours, how many people has that other venue already contacted? If you're waiting 24 hours to contact them, just that's something that I want you to actually think about. Like, so the second piece of this puzzle, let's just quick recap, midway through recap. We're wrapping up right now. So the first piece of the puzzle was we want to post on social media consistently, but social media is a distraction and we can get into this rabbit hole. So we want a system that just allows us to post on a consistent basis, schedule out all our postings so we don't have to worry about them while we're at work, school, whatever it is that we have to do, family, loved ones, all that, right? The next step up is we want to follow up again consistently without having to worry about work, school, the different dynamics of life the different things that we already have going on in life. Like life is complicated enough without saying that I'm going to add on this business and then I have to talk to all these people. So you have to have a system in place for that. Now, the third thing that's going to allow you to get those 25 extra bookings is advertising. That's it. Advertising. Now, what's working for my clients that are making that 20 to 50K per month is they're running some sort of ads, whether that be Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Google ads. Now, what I will tell you is that people knock ads, and they specifically knock Instagram and Facebook ads, but these are still the number one in terms of advertising what you actually want to run for your business. Now, yes, there are Instagram and Facebook, same platform, right? But you got, Google, you got TikTok, you got YouTube, you got Snapchat, you got LinkedIn. You have a bunch of different, you have mailer ads, right? And you'll see a lot of venue owners try to sway you and say, well, go to mailer ads. And we've used them for our clients, and don't get me wrong. But what I'm telling you is you want the best that works. And what works, like time and time and again, is Instagram and Facebook ads. They work. Mailer ads work as well. And so all of these things, you kind of bring everything that we've mentioned today, you bring them all in together to get those additional bookings. So and if you don't know what mailer ads are typically what you get in the mail, and they're like in postcard form. They're about this big, and the pizza, they'll send you stuff like the pizza restaurants, or you'll get something from a real estate company, maybe you'll get something from a law office or whatever the case may be. But they're like 5x9 postcards, or 4x9 postcards. That's typically what they are. So now, this doesn't mean that they don't work, and mailers do work. What I'm saying to you is what works best. Do you just want what works, or do you want what works best? Now, the key is that, and why so many people get frustrated with the advertising portion of this, because you can manage posting on social media, right? You can send the emails and text messages, right? Now, when I say the email and text message, though, I want you to understand, I mean, like, if you have 150 people on your list, I don't mean you texting them and emailing them individually. I mean a place where you can do it, you can send out a blast. This is where people get hung up at. This is where I see a lot of venues get stuck at, and I don't want you to get stuck. So the advertising piece is where people really get stuck up at, and I do not want you to get stuck. So the actual vehicle that allows you to do these things, the link to it and the inner workings of it and showing you how to set these things up is down below. So what you can do is you can click the link that I have down below for it, okay? And in that link takes you to a video, and it takes you to the reason it takes you to the video is because it's showing you how to do the things that we just discussed. So I recommend that you actually watch the full video, because in the full video, in the entire video, from beginning to the end, you'll learn not only the things that we just talked about, but you'll also learn how to create your Instagram and Facebook ads. Again, do you want to learn how to, do you want what works, or do you want what works best? Now, either you can click this link below, and sometimes on YouTube's links, they don't work. I've seen it in the past, right? So, or you can send a text directly to me, and that number, and you text link, text the word link. You can do it in all caps, you can do it in lowercase, just link, LINK, to 773-345-7712. Again, the text link, so you can be sure that you get it. Now the link is down below, but if there's any reason why you're like, look, I just want it, you want you to text me, I got you. Text link to 773-345-7712. In this video, again, it's going to show you the interworkings of everything that we just discussed. Now I'm about to show you now too, but I'm not going to go in detail in terms of like the how to set the ad up. But I'm going to show you the actual system that you can get these things done in. Okay. So first things first, let's show you the actual system. All right. So this is the inside of the actual, the system, and your system is your vehicle. And so this is my platform. What we've done is we've created a entire platform for you so that you can do a ton of different things. But specifically the key things that I want to highlight inside of this platform. And again, if you want to see the all inner workings of everything, you want to text link to 773-345-7712. Okay. So the first things up is we talked about scheduling out your social media. So keep your social media plan in one place. All you have to do is click these buttons here, connect to Facebook, connect to Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, TikTok, X, right? And then you're going to be able to upload your posts, review your posts before posting, and just take advantage. And like it says here, generate evergreen content with AI. But overall, take advantage of the fact that these things can be automated. So you're not doing them when you wake up and you don't have this mundane to-do list. Now, what I want you to get, and what I want you to really receive right now, is this is something that I didn't get when I first started. Everything that we do with our business is not a task that we should be doing every day. Now, what do I mean? Everything that we do is not a money-making or income-generating task. Some of these things, this is why people hire virtual assistants and things like that. But if you're in a space where you're necessarily not ready to hire that virtual assistant, if you just take one day, and you pair up with, ChatGPT, and then you get your content ideas, and then you just connect your Instagram and your Facebook on the inside of here. It allows you then to schedule out your content. You can schedule out for a month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever you want. Okay. And now it's posting for you. And that's one less task that you got to worry about. So no more thinking about, well, what do I post? And then you look up and the hours went past because you've been sitting here wondering, what should you post? Next things up is, the next thing up is this. We talked about follow up. We talked about the power of follow up. Now, this is actually the inside of a system that we've built. Like, so we went in, and this is a workflow, and this is going to follow up with people. So it's initial reply, and it all kind of, everything works together. So if somebody came in and they replied to you on Facebook Messenger, that's the trigger. That's the action that causes the reply to action, right? So what happens next? Okay. And then they come in from Facebook Messenger. It adds a tag to their name, to their contact information, and then it sends them a message. So all of your messaging, whether you're following up or even if someone comes in and messages you first, this can be set up and it can be automated so that you're, again, not scrambling and trying to get back. you're already dealing with a lot. You're already dealing with a lot because in most cases, from what I've seen, this is just research. And I'm not saying this is 100% your case, but in what I've seen is that most of the people that are starting event spaces currently, this is their first business. And if it's not your first business, it's probably your first brick and mortar business. And brick and mortars can be tough. So you need as much help as you can. And this vehicle, right? Our system, which is your vehicle, it's like your first, it's like your first team member, but you're getting the team member to do uh, everything for you. Like like at least 70% of what you would do digitally or what you would do with your phone, this team member is doing it for you. It's sending out your social media posts. It's sending out your emails. It's doing follow-up campaigns. Now, I just wanted to show you this, right? This is a campaign for if people come in and they fill out, whether they fill out a contact form, whether they reach out to us on the chat widget. And you've seen the chat widget on websites. That chat widget it just pops up and says something like, how can we help you today? And with our system, you can actually have a standard chat widget where you can do the messaging, or you can have AI do the messaging. And again, I show you the interworkings of the actual system when you text, or you click text link to 773-345-7712, or you click, the link down below. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I just want to show you like how that it's possible, and that every step. So whether it's Instagram, Google My Business, or a Facebook lead form, and the Facebook lead form is more so for when you're running ads, and that's the next piece that I'm about to show you. And so, and when a person fills out the lead form, then a tag gets added to their name, so you can follow up with all the people. That's the point of tagging someone. You can follow up with all the people that have this specific tag, Facebook ad lead, and then now you can move forward and you can say, okay, well, this is this, and then you can move forward with a text message, okay, and so on and so forth. Now, let's jump into the piece that I know you want to jump into. Your system allows me to set up Facebook ads as well? Yes, it does. And I'm about to show you right now. Now, here on your end, when you would sign up for it, it would say on your end, it would say on this left-hand side here, it would say easy ads, okay? On our end, because some of the people that do work with us, they have us still manage their ads, and do that whole marketing agency side of things. But because our system is so easy, it's just like, it just makes sense for it. And a lot of people don't want to necessarily learn. They don't have the time to. And that may be you, that may not be you. But we made it so easy for you. And that's why, again, it says easy ads. So because you can create your advertisements in minutes. Now, what I want to show you is that if you come out to advertise, these are your different platforms that you can select ads in. Now, some of these platforms, you do have to have like additional features toggled on based on like when you actually get the system. If you get the system, you have to have like certain permissions. But generally, when you first get the system, the permissions that you always have is Facebook and Instagram at the very least. Okay. So what you would be looking to do is, and all you have to do to use this properly is connect your Facebook and Instagram account to it. And that's very easy to do. It just says connect platforms, and that's it. But we're not, again, the inner workings. If you want to see the inner workings of everything, click the link down below, or text link to 773-345-7712. So if you click Facebook, right? Now, remember, in what we just looked at, it was showing over here, we had Facebook ad lead, okay? So that's if we created a lead format, and that's what I recommend that you do if you are actually running ads to get bookings. That's how you're going to get those 25 additional bookings. You want to create a lead format. Now, why a lead format is because people fill out a simple 3-question form where you get their name, email, and their phone number. And then now you can have your automations. Remember, we talked about follow-up, do the work. So they come in, they fill out that lead format, then they automatically get a text. Then we wait for a reply, then they get an email. So those are the things that you want. And this is just one workflow again. So those are the things that you want in place. Now, inside of this and in that video, when you text link or you click the link below, it shows you me fully setting up an ad and how easy it is, and shows you how you can do it in minutes. But I just wanted to actually show you this. These are the things that we already have in place for you and your business, so you can get those 25 additional bookings. And even if you don't take advantage of this system, those 3 metrics that we covered, those 3 things that we covered, automating your social media, doing your follow-up, and advertising, that is how you're going to get those 25 additional bookings without having to hire or pay a monthly retainer of $3,000 to $5,000 per month, or even a monthly retainer of $1,500 a month. That's how you avoid those high monthly retainers. Okay. Now, some of the other features that are had as we wrap this video up, because I want you to get at it. If you haven't already tapped the link, but I want you to get at it and start working on this stuff. Is that you want a place to manage all of your contacts or CRM, and we have that. And then you want a place for your documents and your contracts. So we have that. So you can upload your documents, your contracts. People can sign them, and you can send them to them. They can sign them. You can sign them, as well as your invoicing as well. So you can, and this is a test account that we're in, but you can send out your invoices as well. And of course, you have your Stripe integrations, you have your PayPal integrations, so you can collect your payments on the inside of here. And you can even send out payment links if you wanted to people, and you can text those out from inside the platform. You can create them in the platform that you can use, and you can use the platforms. You can get a number from inside of our system, or you can just create the link and text it out yourself, however you want to do it. But you want to have and be able to do as many things as you can in one place. And that, again, is the purpose of this all. Now, right now, what you've essentially learned is you've learned the 3 things that you need to do in order to get those additional bookings. Again, recapping: 1, you need to schedule out your social media, because it's going to be a distraction and you're going to get analysis paralysis in most cases, and you're not going to know what to post. And so you can post past events, you can you can do things that like we're doing them for our clients. You can establish yourself as an expert by teaching people about how to find event planners, how to find venues, how to book with you, different things, right? In your follow-up is going to have some of those same things from your social media. In the email and the text message that you send out, it's not just going to be book, but it's going to be a variety of things, including book now. Those are your call to actions. And then third, and last but not least, is your advertising. And that is a big driving force, because the problem that a lot of people face, but you're not going to face this, I know, because you're going to be an action taker. But the problem that a lot of venues face is they're not getting in front of enough people, and they rely too much on word of mouth. Too much word of mouth is like, a lot of word of mouth is good. Like, it's good, but like, you don't know everybody. Okay. So you want to get in front of, and sometimes when you're doing the word of mouth thing, you're going to keep getting clients. The reason that you probably can't charge more is because you're not getting in front of the people that are willing to pay more. Business is super simple. Most of the time, we just overcomplicate it. So you have to get in front of the people that are willing to pay more. And how do you do that? How do you broaden your audience within a matter of minutes, or a matter of hours, or a matter of days, without trying to post every day on social media? And you got to understand how the social media algorithm works. It's only showing you to 10% of your followers. So what do? You pay for advertising, and you get in front of more people, and you collect leads, because leads turn into potential bookings turn into actual reviews, and then reviews turn into repeat buyers. That is the flow. So That's how you're going to get those additional 25 extra bookings. And again, if you want to learn more about the inner workings of our system and how you can use it for yourself, and again, fire those overpriced marketing agencies that give you these cheesy guarantees that you don't even know who they are, know what they're about. They're promising you something. They don't even know if you're going to hold up. You say you're in a bargain to get the promise. Text the word link to 773-345-7712. Peace and blessings. I will see you next time.